Hey everyone, Melissa here. Welcome to my channel if it's your first time here, or welcome back. I'm coming to you from the beautiful lands of Costa Rica, Nosara, Costa Rica. The monkeys do make an appearance at some point in the practice. You might see them in the background, you'll definitely hear them. This is a total body flow. It's a flow practice. There will be some challenging shapes and transitions, and I will guide us to anchor into our breath as we move through the practice. So we're going to open up, we're going to stabilize, we're going to get strong, and we'll just get more in tune and connected with our body, with our energy, and really stabilizing the mind while focusing on the breath. We'll have a nice Savasana to integrate and receive, and we'll finish the practice in the heart, in the center of our own home. We'll welcome ourselves home. So a couple of blocks might be helpful. They're not necessary, but they are good to have to bring the floor up to us for different postures and sequences. And if you like the class, give it a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. The support means so much, and share the practices, share the channel if you resonate with it or feel like someone could really benefit. If you want to stay connected, I have my love letters, my email list. They're free, and it's just me writing to you. You can subscribe to that below. And I am also leading a women's retreat here in Nosara, Costa Rica in February of 2026. More information for that is below as well, and don't hesitate to reach out if you have any questions, if you want to connect. Get into something comfortable, and let's get this total body flow started. Let's begin in a comfortable seated position. So make sure that you actually are comfortable. I'm going to prop my hips up on a block. You can sit up on a bolster or a couple pillows or a cushion. And you can have your legs crossed here. I like to have one foot in front of the other so I can keep the circulation, the flow in my legs, so my legs don't fall asleep. You can always prop a couple of pillows underneath the backs of your thighs if your knees are really up high. So we're sitting up nice and tall. Shoulders glide down the back, relax your elbows. Your palms could either be down for more groundedness, for more support, or the palms could be flipped up for more receptivity and openness, and both are beautiful. You can just check in to see which one lands better for you in this moment. And then you can close down your eyes or just soften your gaze, and that'll help us to shift from the external world to the internal world. And we'll invite in 2 deep cleansing breaths to arrive into our practice together. So exhale your breath through your nose to get on the same page. And then inhale through your nose, let your belly, your ribs, your chest expand, inflate, take life in. And exhale out through the mouth, release, let it go. All the air goes out. And we'll do that one more time. Nice big breath in, biggest breath you've taken all day so far. And exhale out through the mouth, release, let it go. All that air goes out. And then close your mouth and notice if your spine has collapsed a little bit from the exhale. Just readjust, find that length so we can signal to ourselves that we're here, that we're present, we're ready. And allow your breath to shift, to be breathed in and out through both nostrils. We're just landing and arriving here exactly as we are. Knowing that we are exactly where we are meant to be. And just taking this moment to just check in with yourself, ourselves. Just see how our physical body is feeling without creating any narrative around it. And just taking a look. Just noticing how we're feeling. Noticing the flow of energy in the body. Noticing how we're experiencing our mind. And notice how we're experiencing our breath. And start to deepen the breath and make it as smooth and as even as possible, in and out through the nose. And as you do that, you'll start to feel your belly rise and fall, becoming more in tune and connected to your center. And as we drop into our breath a little deeper, perhaps you'd like to set an intention for your practice. And just come to your why, what brought you to your mat today. Maybe the intention today is to just be with yourself in this loving way through practice. Maybe it is to stay present to the breath. Maybe it is to strengthen and open the body. Or maybe you're dedicating this practice to someone, to a loved one, or someone who might need some support. All of it is beautiful. And if nothing comes to you, just stay present with your breath. And as we're anchoring into the breath and into our intention and our why, we'll just gently drop the chin down towards the chest and just feel a stretch in the back of the neck. And then bring your head back to center. You can lift the chin, just bare the throat, stretching the throat. Come back to center and then just look over to your right. Your eyes can be open or closed. Come back to center and look over to your left. Come back to center and just drop your right ear to your right shoulder. Feel the stretch in the left side of your neck. Back to center, left ear, left shoulder. Stretch in the right side of your neck. And then from here, you're going to start to make a U shape. So dropping your chin down back towards the center, all the way around in this half circle, right ear to right shoulder. And then keep going back and forth like that. Drop your chin down again, bring your left ear to your left shoulder. All the while staying connected to the breath. And if it's safe for your head and your neck to go fully in one direction, you can start to go in one direction. Keep going in that same direction. Nice and slow. And if you're going in one full direction, when you get to the bottom, you're going to just gently switch your direction, go the other way. And finishing off your circle, coming back to center, bring your head to center. You're going to reach the arms up. Inhale, you can open your eyes if the eyes are closed or keep them closed if you'd like. Exhale, side stretch, right arm down, left arm up and over. Root down through your left sit bone, keep your chest open, shoulders out of the ears. And inhale, both arms reach up, lengthen. Exhale, left arm down, right arm up and over. Root down through your right sit bone as the chest opens. Inhale, both arms reach up. As you exhale, lower the arms with intention, clear the space around you. You're going to take your hands to your shoulders and we'll bring in some elbow rolls. So bring your shoulder rolls, bring your elbows forward, up, back, and around. Just make a few circles like this. All right, release the circles. You're going to twist to your right. So your right hand comes behind you, left hand to your right thigh. Keep your chest open, tall spine. Just a couple breaths here, starting to gently awaken and warm up. Back to center, other side. So right hand to your left thigh, left arm behind you, sitting up tall, chest open. Breathe into your belly. and then back to center. We're going to come into a pranayama called Rica, bellows breath, and it's a great way to move stagnant energy and to really enliven us and awaken us, clear the space. So the hands will come onto the shoulders, and you're just going to twist from left to right, and you're breathing through the nose. So when you twist to the left, you inhale. When you're twisting to the right, you exhale. And you can go slower than me or faster than me. Just join in when you're ready. And it just goes like this. Keep going for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Release back to center. Inhale, reach the arms up. And exhale again, clear the space, lower the arms. Pause for a moment, hands on the thighs. A couple breaths here and just receive. Beautiful. Let's meet on all fours, tabletop position. So your blocks and props can just go off to the side, to the front, and we'll meet on all fours. So your fingers are nice and wide, your hands are underneath your shoulders, your knees are hip width distance apart. Continuing the warming up, you're going to inhale, drop the belly to your cow. Exhale to your cat. Push the floor away, pull the nose in towards the belly button. Twice more like this. Inhale, open up, nice and smooth. Exhale, round, pull the belly in. And again, inhale, open up. Exhale, round, pull the belly in. Come back to neutral. Let's come into our puppy stretch. So hips stay stacked over the knees. Just walk or slide the hands forward. Bring the forehead down towards the mat. You can always slide a block under the forehead. Or if you need more support, place your elbows on the mat. Tops of the feet are pressing down. Slight pull in of the belly. Take nice deep breaths here into your spine, the chest, the shoulders, the underarms, back of the heart. All right, with care, we walk our hands back underneath the shoulders. And we're just going to awaken the core a little bit here. So you're going to tuck the toes underneath. If you have sensitive wrists, you can always make fists here with your hands. You're going to pull the belly in towards the back of the spine and push the floor away so you're not collapsing into your shoulders. Create this strong frame. You're going to lift your knees up off the mat, pull the belly in, and just hover here. And don't hold the breath, breathe. Your eyes are just looking down on the mat between the hands. Starting to feel a little bit of heat here, just awakening the core so we can feel nice and stable when we move throughout the practice. One more breath in and out. And then gently place your knees back down. Take a moment to just rest for a moment. And then we'll come back to downward facing dog, first down dog of the practice. So reach your sit bones up and back, push down through the hands. You can pedal it out, bend one knee, bend the other. Push down through your knuckle and your thumb and pointer finger. Your chest is reaching towards the tops of the thighs as the sit bones reach up and back. Find some stillness here in your downward dog and anchor into your breath. On your next inhale, you're going to shift forward into high plank. Hold the plank. So as we continue to warm up the core, your legs are engaged. Heels, hips, shoulders, head in one line. Pubic bone curls in towards the chin. Belly pulls into the back of the spine. Energy reaching through the heels, all the way along the central channel through the crown of the head. And then from here, we're going to shift slightly forward as you exhale, bend the elbows towards the back of the mat and lower all the way down to your belly. You're going to tops of feet are pressing down. Take your fingertips off the mat, slightly in front of you, elbows up towards the sky, rolling cobra. Inhale, lead with the upper back. The head is going to be the last to come up. Long spine, shoulders down and away. And as you exhale, belly, chest, chin, forehead to the mat. And we'll do that 2 more times, nice and smooth. Inhale, roll up. Exhale, belly, chest, chin, forehead. 1 more time. Inhale, rolling up. You can gently engage the glutes to stabilize the lower back. And then exhale, lower back down. Take your arms down by your side and then interlace the fingers behind you. Give your shoulders a loop onto the back. Extend the elbows. Knuckles draw down and away, and maybe they lift off of your body. And then lift your forehead off the mat, chest off the mat, arms off the body. And if you want a little more, you point your toes so much that the tops of the feet lift, shins, knees, quads lift. Enlivening the back body. Glutes are engaged. Breathe. And then with care, lower down. Take your hands by your upper chest, elbows hug in. Inhale to your baby cobra or cobra. And then exhale, push up and back to downward facing dog. You're going to bend your knees and look between your hands. And then walk or step to the top of your mat, feet hip width distance, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, fingertips to shins or quads, long spine, shoulders back. Exhale, forward fold. Root down to rise. Inhale, reach your arms up all the way overhead, look up, palms touch. And exhale, hands to heart center. Take a cycle of breath here. And take your arms by your side, Tadasana, mountain pose. Energy through the hands. Root down through your feet, kneecaps lift, tailbone lengthens down, shoulders onto the back, chin in, so you have a long spine, eyes along the horizon. Anchor into your breath. Come back to your intention. We're going to warm up the legs a little more so that the legs feel alive and active when we move through some challenging sequences today. Lots of stability work. We anchor into our breath to help us through the practice. You're going to bend the knees, inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Sit back in your imaginary chair, biceps by the ears, thumbs back in space. Pull the belly in, the chest stays open, shoulders down and away from the ears. You're going to keep the knees bent the whole time for this sequence. On your next exhale, you're going to bring your chest towards your thighs, and your fingertips are going to graze the mat in front of you. Try to keep the biceps by the ears. Lead with your thumb. Inhale, come back to your chair pose. And exhale, chest towards the thighs. Fingertips graze the mat. Firm the outer edges of your shins and your knees so that your knees aren't collapsing in. Lead with the thumbs. Inhale, come back to chair, rooting in your heels. Exhale, chest to thighs. Fingertips graze the mat. Inhale, lead with the thumbs. Feel the spine strengthen, coming back to your chair. Stay here for your chair. Continue to breathe. And inhale, straighten the legs, reach the arms up. And exhale, lower the arms down by your side, Tadasana, mountain pose. Okay, let's move through a flow, moving with intention. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. As you exhale, a little bend in the knees, and maybe you come down with the biceps by the ears. It's a great way to strengthen the back line of the body. Inhale, halfway lift, nice and smooth, long spine. Exhale, plant your palms, step back to high plank. Continue the exhale to chaturanga, halfway down or to your belly. Inhale is your upward facing or cobra, shoulders back. And exhale, push up and back, downward facing. Take a nice breath in through your nose and then exhale through the mouth. It's always a great way to clear and move energy, move stagnancy, and a way to reset and recenter. Focusing here. And we're going to move like a ninja. Inhale, your right leg's going to sweep up. Keep pushing through the hands, long spine. And then you're going to bring your knee towards your nose, shift forward. Step your right foot between your hands. Keep your back leg strong. You're going to reach your arms up overhead, high lunge. Find your foundation here, your right hips pulling back as your left toes come forward. Take a breath in here to prepare. As you exhale, cactus the arms, and as you do that, let your left knee kiss the ground as you open the heart very gently. And then inhale, re-extend the leg and the arms. As you exhale, your chest comes forward, airplane arms, reach through your fingers. And inhale, come back to high lunge. This is the flow here. Exhale, chest comes through, arms through airplane, shoulders onto the back, squeeze your triceps. And inhale, reach the arms back up. Exhale, chest comes through, shoulders onto the back, reach to the fingers. And inhale, come back to your high lunge. This time as you exhale, come forward with the biceps by the ears, your torso is forward. Root down through your right heel, extend through the arms, chin is in to protect the neck. Breathe through it. And if you feel the burn, that's okay. Getting stronger, more stable, and just stay with it in the present moment. Keep drawing your thumbs back in space. And then we're going to release. Plant your left hand down, right arm reaches up for a twist. And then you're going to heel toe your right foot down just a few inches and come onto the outer edge of your left foot. Keep lifting your hips up. Arch your right arm up and over. Take a breath in here. As you exhale, you're going to dip your hip down and flex your right wrist it's like you're pushing the wall away. You can look to your right hand. And then inhale, push up, reach your hips up, arch your right arm back up and over. Close your right hand down to the ground. And we're going to spiral all the way over to Skandasana to the left. So you're going to walk your hands around to the left, bend your left knee, and straighten out your right leg. Your left foot is flat on the ground. If it doesn't reach the ground fully, you can always just lift your hips up a little more. Integrity in the leg, softening the shoulders, breathe into it. And then re-bend your right knee, walk your hands back and frame your right foot. Prepare your foundation. When you feel steady and stable, reach your arms back up, high lunge. From here, take your hands behind you, interlace the fingers, shoulders loop onto the back, extend the knuckles down and away. Stay right here. Or if you want to add in a bit of a back bend, start to reach up and out rather than just dumping back. You can always give your back knee a little bend if you feel any sharp pain in your lower back. If there's pain, just ease off. Breathe into your heart. Okay, come back up, but stay with your hands interlaced. We're going to transition into Warrior 3 with the hands interlaced. If you need to bring the hands into prayer, you can do that. So you're looking on the ground in front of you, and you're going to bring your torso forward, step into your right foot, hips stay closed, and extend the left leg back, flex your left foot, pull the belly in towards back of the spine, empower your lower back. You can always keep a little bend in the right knee, but really engage the left leg as if you're pressing a button with your left heel on the wall behind you. Nice and steady, breathe through it. Come back to your Y. Okay, you're going to gently lower your hands down to the floor, standing split. Now point your left toes, find that lift. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen the spine here. As you exhale, lower the left leg beside the right, feet hip width distance, forward fold. Root down to rise. Inhale, reach your arms up all the way up overhead. Palms touch, exhale, hands to heart center. Cycle of breath here. And then let your palms flip open with your elbows bent here, shoulders onto the back, and just pause here and receive for a moment. And then from here, we're going to take a flow, moving with intention rather than through habitual movement. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead. Little bend in the knees. Exhale, maybe biceps by the ears as the thumbs draw back and fold. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, plant your palms. You can always just step back to down dog, or if you'd like to flow, it's one breath per movement. Take your time, feel each posture. The exhale will bring you back to downward facing dog. Reset, recenter. Come back to your breath. All right, moving like honey. Inhale, left leg's gonna sweep up, three-legged dog. Find that long spine, keep pushing through your hands. Exhale, bend your knees, shift it forward, take a slight little pause here, and then you're gonna step your left foot through between the hands. When you feel solid, you're gonna reach your arms up. Inhale. As you exhale, bend the elbows, gently kiss your right knee to the ground, pull that left hip back, right knee forward. Inhale, re-extend. Exhale, airplane, chest comes through, arms by the side, shoulders onto the back. Squeeze the shoulders, triceps, and that's your flow. Inhale, reach your arms up, back leg stays strong. Exhale, arms come through. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, arms come through. Inhale, reach the arms up. This time we're going to exhale, come onto an angle, biceps by the ears, engage the arms. Focus your eyes on one point. How steady can you be here? Drop into your breath. Thumbs back in space. Okay, with care, place your right hand down, left arm opens up, twist. From here, we're going to come onto the outer edge of your right foot, turn your left toes out, heel toe just a few inches here. You're going to lift your hips up and reach your left arm up and over. Inhale. As you exhale, dip your right hip down, and then take your left hand back, flex your left wrist as if you're pushing a wall behind you, or imagine a wall. And then inhale, reach back up. As you exhale, Skandasana to the right. So take your hands all the way over to the right, bend your right knee, left leg extends. Adjust your feet as you need. Right foot is flat. And then re-bend the left knee, walk your hands back, frame your left foot, everything is square to the front. When you feel steady and stable, reach your arms up overhead, back to the high lunge. As you exhale, take your hands behind you, interlace the fingers, shoulders onto the back, extend the knuckles down and away. Back leg is strong, or you can keep a little bend in the back knee. So now you're just opening up the chest, breathing into the heart, and find your breath all the way up into your collarbones. The inhale is the invigoration, the expansion, and the exhale is that grounding. You can start to lift up and out if that feels okay for your body, going a little deeper. And if it's too stimulating with your head back, you just pull your chin slightly in. Remain calm. Come back to center. We're going to shift into warrior three from here. Hands interlaced. Find your balance. Focus your eyes just slightly in front of you on the ground in front of you. Step into your left leg. And your hips stay closed, so don't worry about how high the right leg goes. Flex your right foot as if you're pushing a button on the ceiling and the wall behind you. Pull the belly in, empower the lower back. Chest is open, chin in. Okay, we're going to slowly, with care, lower the hands down. Standing split, point your right toes this time. Find that length. Inhale, halfway lift, lift the chest. As you exhale, lower the right leg beside the left, feet hip width distance apart, forward fold. Root down to rise. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead, look up. Palms touch. Exhale, hands into heart center. Cycle of breath here. Release your hands, bending at the elbows, palms open. Open and receptive. Just receive. Receive your breath. Receive the energy, the prana, the life force moving through you. And let's move through a flow. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead. As you exhale, a little bend in the knees, biceps by the ears as you forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, plant your palms, either flow it out or just step back to downward dog. One breath per movement. Meet in downward facing dog. And take a few breaths here to recenter, recalibrate. Anchor back in. All right, here we go. Getting into the heart of the practice. Moving like a ninja, inhale, sweep your right leg up, three-legged dog. As you exhale, bring your right knee to your left elbow. So bring it across, pull it in. Inhale, sweep your right leg back up, reach, extend. Exhale, step your right foot through between the hands. And you can use your blocks here if you'd like for this little sequence. You're going to lift your chest off the thigh. You're going to inhale, lengthen the spine. As you exhale, straighten your right leg, modified pyramid, folding over the right leg. We'll flow like this. Inhale, bend your right knee, shoulders down and away, lift the chest. Exhale, modified pyramid. Keep drawing that right hip back as you fold over the leg. Again, inhale, bend your right knee, lift the chest. Exhale, modified pyramid. We hold here, but don't hold the breath. Root down through your right big toe mound. Back leg is engaged. If you want a little more, you can flex your right foot, toes toward the face. Soften the shoulders. Breathe into it. Okay, if you have your foot flexed, just lower that right foot down. Bend your right knee, blocks aside. You're going to inhale, sweep your arms up, high lunge. As you exhale, open up warrior two. Drop your left heel down, left toes fan out. Tuck your right glute into the midline. Pubic bone curls in. Eyes beyond your right finger. And then reverse. Flip your right palm. Keep your right knee bent. Reach up and back. Come into extended side angle, right forearm to right thigh, right palm is up. Left arm can come up and over. Or if you want, come into a half bind. So you're going to take your left hand, bend the elbow, and place the left hand behind you and grab a hold of the inside of the right inner thigh. Keep drawing your hips into the midline and then trust to lean the chest back, opening up the shoulders, spiraling your heart up towards the sky. Breathe into it here. We're going to shift into half moon. If you have the half bind, try the half moon with a half bind. Otherwise, your hand can come onto your hip or keep it up towards the sky. If you're in the half bind, you're going to look in front of you. Your hand's going to go in front of you, either on a block or onto the ground. You can walk your back foot in to support you. And then you can start to step into your right leg, lift your left leg up. Left foot is flexed, the inner arch of your left foot's parallel to the ground. Keep tucking your right glute under and firm up your right thigh so your legs engaged. If you're in the half bind, just trusting to spiral the heart up towards the sky. Your hand could be in the bind or up towards the sky or hand on the hip, your choice. Okay, just as gracefully as we came in, we're going to gracefully step back to warrior two. So bend your right knee with control. Come back to warrior two. If you're in the bind, just release your arms. Warrior two. Lower the arms down, straighten your right leg. Turn your toes to face the long left edge of the mat. preparing for a forward fold, wide-legged. Hands on the hips, inhale, lengthen the spine. As you exhale, hips go back. As you find a fold here, hands come down. So we'll be here, we'll hold this shape, either hands on the ground, shoulders out of the ears, or if you'd like, you can take your hands behind your head and just gently feel that stretch in the back of the neck, pulling the chin in. Keep some engagement and aliveness in the legs, holding yourself up, breathe into your belly. If your hands are interlaced, just release your hands back down to the mat. You're going to inhale, halfway lift here to cleanse, refresh. Exhale, fold. You're going to walk yourself back to the front, and everything is square to the front. We're going to step back into high plank, preparing for side plank. So you're going to roll onto the outer edge of your right foot. Left arm's going to open up. Side plank, either stack or stagger the feet. Keep lifting the hips up. And then we'll switch to the other side. So come back through center plank, and then other side. Right arm reaches up, stacking the hips or staggering. You can always keep the left knee down on the mat. Stay here, or if you want wild thing, you're gonna place your right foot behind you, step into your right foot, and lift the hips up as you open the chest. Arm can go back, or maybe hand to the head, elbow wide. Breathe. Okay, wherever you are, we're going to all take this right knee up and take it for a ride to transition back to a lunge. And this tricky transition, you might need to take your hand and support the foot to come forward. Once you're here, we're going to step into the right foot, standing split. Hands could be on blocks here, hips are closed. And we'll flex the foot here for this one. Stay here or revolved half moon. Left hand stays down on a block or the ground. Your right arm's going to open up to the right, twisting. Keep pulling the belly in. Use your left glute and hamstrings to find that lift in the left leg. Super humbling shape, so stay with it. Breathe. If you're shaking, that's okay. Getting stronger, moving through any unprocessed energies or thoughts or emotions. Look down, lower your right hand down, and gently lower your left leg beside the right, feet hip width distance apart, forward fold. Root down to rise. Inhale, reach your arms up overhead, palms touch overhead, look up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Cycle of breath here. And then palms open and up, bend at the elbows, shoulders back, proud open chest. Eyes can be open or eyes closed. And just check in here, pause, receive. Just receive the wisdom that is flowing through you. Then let's move through a flow, moving with intention. We're going to inhale, reach the arms up overhead. As you exhale, a little bend in the knees, maybe biceps by the ears as the thumbs go back as you fold. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, plant your palms, step back. Either flow it out or continue the exhale to chaturanga, to upward facing, or just go back to down dog. Your flow could also be cat-cow. And we'll meet back downward facing dog. Take about 5 breaths here, either in child's or downward dog. Just recalibrate and reset. Come back to your breath, nice and simple. Come back to your why, your intention, your dedication. Moving through this second side, a clean slate, new perspective, no expectations, just meeting the moment as it comes, moment by moment. So in downward dog, we're going to inhale, sweep the left leg up, 3-legged dog. Nice and smooth. Exhale, left knee to right elbow. Twist, pull the belly in, push the floor away. Inhale, left leg sweeps back up, three-legged dog. Exhale, step your left foot through between the hands. You can take your blocks here, your back leg stays strong. We're gonna flow, so you're gonna inhale, lift the chest off the thigh, shoulders back. As you exhale, straighten the left leg, pull the left hip back as you fold. And we'll flow like that 2 more times. Inhale, bend the knee, open the chest, ride the wave of your breath. Exhale, extend the left leg, fold. 1 more time. Inhale, bend the left knee, open up, lengthen. Exhale, take it back, fold. Really root down through the left big toe mound of the foot, because sometimes we like to go on the outer edge. That'll start to really activate the different parts of the hamstring. And again, the hips kind of like to stick out a little bit. You want to pull the left hip back and lengthen the spine out of the hips as you fold. Back leg strong. You can always flex the foot too, if you did that on the first side. Okay, lower that foot down. If it's lifted, you're gonna re-bend the left knee, props aside. When you feel steady, you're gonna reach the arms up. Inhale, high lunge. You're gonna cartwheel, open, warrior two. Drop that right heel down, right toes fan out. Tuck the left glute into the midline, back leg strong. Gaze beyond the left fingers. Reverse, flip your left palm, reach up and back. Preparing for extended side angle, left forearm to left thigh, right arm to the sky. If you want to come into the half bind, bend your right elbow, take your palm away from you, and grab a hold of the inside of your left inner thigh. Back leg stays strong, so make sure it doesn't just fall dead. Open up your chest as the hips go into the midline. Breathe into it. So from here, we're going to transition into that half moon. You can stay with the bind, or hand can come on the hip. You're going to look down to where you're going. You can always walk your back foot in a little bit for more support. Your left fingertips come to the ground or to a block. And engage the left leg, the left thigh, so you feel supported. Inner arch of the right foot parallel to the ground. Hips are open. Just find a point to focus with your eyes. You can play with where you look. Maybe look down, look out, or up. And we take it moment by moment, breath by breath. If you're looking out or up, just look down first, and then we'll bend the left knee and we'll silently step back to warrior two. If you're in a bind, gently release the bind, extend the arms, extend the legs, and lower the arms down. You're going to turn your toes to face the right side of your mat, heels behind the toes, and hands on the hips. Inhale, lengthen the spine. As you exhale, take your hips back, forward fold. Okay, we're going to do a fun transition here to Gomukhasana, cow facing pose. So your feet are going to stay on the ground. They might shift and pivot a little bit, but we're not lifting them up. We're going to walk our hands over to the right and keep walking over to the right. So you're going to lift your heels up and you're just pivoting on the balls of your feet. Keep walking all the way around. Bend the knees. And here we are in Gomukhasana, cow facing pose. Your feet will have to adjust a little bit as you get here. Okay, and if you got kind of lost there, we are in Gomukhasana with the right leg on top of the left. And ideally the knees are stacked, but if the hips are feeling super tight, then you can just open up the knees a little bit here. And if this is not feeling good for you, you can always come into deer pose or whatever hip opener you prefer. You can also always sit on a block to bring the hips up. Okay? So you choose here if you want to stay upright with the maybe hands on the feet or hands on the ground, Or maybe you want to give yourself a fold here. And we'll hold here for about 8 to 10 breaths. So let yourself just drop in. Maybe you place a block on top of your knee if your head wants a little support. Sometimes it's a nice way to signal to the body that it's okay to let go. Relax your shoulders and your jaw. Just find the courage to exhale through any tension or density you might feel. Couple more breaths here. The monkeys are here. If you're in a forward fold, just start to lift your torso back up. And we're going to come into a seated twist from here. So you're just going to separate the leg a little bit and place your right foot on the mat. It's on the outside of your left thigh. If your sit bones aren't on the ground, then sit up on a block, or just extend your left leg out long for a little more support. Your right hand comes behind you as a kickstand. Use it to sit up tall. Inhale, left arm reaches up. As you exhale, hug or hook left tricep to the outside of the right thigh. Chest stays open. And then your head is the last to turn, and just breathe into your belly. You can always focus your inner eyesight on the third eye, center of the forehead for focus, either eyes open or closed. And then release. Come back to center for a cycle of breath. Just cup your hands to your right knee. Just receive. Now we get to do that fun transition to the Gomukhasana, cow facing pose on the other side. So you're going to go to your left, so hands on the left side. You're going to push into your hands and lift your hips up. Feet stay on the ground. You're just pivoting. So you're going to continue to walk the hands to the left, left all the way to the left. Keep pivoting, pivoting all the way around back to where we were. Now our left leg is in front of the right leg. Sitting down, either on a block. Knees can be stacked, or if they separate a little bit, it's totally fine. If you feel sharp pain, you've gone too far. Discomfort is okay. We can breathe through that, but sharp pain is no good. So make adjustments. Maybe sit on a block. Either sitting upright, or maybe you want to fold. Maybe you take a block to the left knee, and one side might feel totally different than the other, so just honor where you're at and meet your edge, your point of resistance, and then just work from there. Use your exhales, and you'll feel, as you stay present with the experience, the body will just start to unravel and soften. As the mind softens and the stories are released, you can find that you release deeper. And it takes time. It takes patience and presence. Just a couple more breaths here. Okay. If you're in a forward fold, just start to lift your torso back up. We're going to prepare for that twist. So you're just going to place your left foot on the mat, the outside of that right thigh, both sit bones on the ground, or you can always extend your right leg out in front of you if that's more supportive. Left hand behind you, use it as a kickstand to sit up tall. Right arm reaches up, inhale. You're going to twist to your left. You can either hug the left thigh in or hook right tricep to the outside of the left thigh. You're initiating the twist from the core. Chest stays open. Head is the last to turn. Breathe into your belly. Perhaps inner eyesight at the third eye for that focus and that vision. All right, come back to center and just take a cycle of breath in the middle here, interlacing your hands around your left knee. Just receive. All right, so you're going to take your hands all over to the right this time, over to your right, and we're going to spiral back around to that forward fold where this all began. So you're going to press into your hands, lift your hips up, stand on your feet, your feet stay on the ground, and you're just going to turn to that wide-legged forward fold. Nice and easy. Here we are again. Let's take an inhale, halfway lift to cleanse, long spine. Exhale, forward fold. From here, we're going to walk the hands back to the front of the mat, and we're going to step back to high plank. So adjust, pull the belly in. And from here, we'll come into our side plank. So right arm's going to reach up. You can stack the feet or stagger. Lift the hips up, push the floor away. Come back to center plank. Right hand stays down, left arm reaches up, side plank. You can stay here or wild thing if that's in your practice. Take your left foot behind you, plant it down, and then push into your hand, lift your hips up. Maybe reach the left arm back or hand behind the head, elbow wide. And then from here, we're all going to lift that left leg up. We're going to take it for a ride to the front, either free ride with no hand or use your hand to help guide you. You're going to step it forward. And from here, you're going to look forward. We're going to step into the left leg, left foot, and extend your right leg up. This time we'll flex the right foot. So your hips are closed, pull the belly in. You can stay right here in your standing split or revolved half moon. Left arm's going to open up, the spine as long as you twist to the left. Either look down or out or up. Super humbling shape, just breathe into it, stay present. Focus your eyes on one point, focus on the breath. Nice and calm and steady. You're going to look down, lower your left hand down, and slowly lower your right leg beside the left. Feet hip width distance apart, forward fold. Root down to rise. Inhale, reach the arms up overhead, palms touch overhead, look up. And exhale, hands to heart center. Cycle of breath here. And then we'll bring the palms open, bend at the elbows. Standing tall, either eyes open or closed. Come back to your breath, to presence, and receive the wisdom that's flowing through you. All right, last flow here, we're going to bring it down to our bellies. So you're going to inhale, reach the arms up overhead. As you exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, long spine. Exhale, plant your palms, step back. Continue the exhale, and we'll come all the way down to the belly. Point your toes. Take your arms down by your side. Your legs are hip width distance apart. We're preparing for bow pose. You're going to bend your knees and grab a hold of your ankles, either toes pointed or ankles flexed, whichever one you prefer. And this might be perfect for you right here. If you want to come into bow, your shoulders are onto the back, so you're gently drawing the shoulder blades together. You're going to lift your forehead off the mat, your chest, kick your feet into your hands without splaying the legs out to the side. Keep them hip width distance apart. Okay, head is in line with the spine. And again, we drop into that deep stability and calm and ease, that dance between effort and ease. Okay, with care, we release. Stack your palms, one on top of the other, and rest your head on the backs of your palms. Just let your body go, release, let it go. And we'll take our hands by our upper chest. We're going to push up and back to a closed-legged child's pose for a nice counter stretch. So legs together, arms down by the side. And just melt your heart, chest on your thighs. Relax your shoulders. Come into a nice little seed. We're going to roll ourselves up. And we're going to come onto our sit bones and bring the legs out in front of us. Preparing to lay down, to roll down. But make sure there's space behind you. We're going to roll down one of my favorite ways. So you're going to have your feet down on the mat. They're going to stay planted on the mat. Take your arms out in front of you, palms face each other. You're going to pull the belly in so much so that you're going to see if you can get the lower back to touch the ground first. And if it doesn't, with practice, it will be able to do that. So nice and slowly pull it in, feet on the ground, nice and slow, all the way down. Here we are on our backs. Now we're going to come into shoulder stand. If you know that that's not for you, feel free to take your legs up to the sky, or you can lift your hips up on a block in restorative waterfall, or drape your legs over the couch or the bed or whatever you have around you, or chair, or come into bridge. If you're coming with me in shoulder stand, trust yourself and don't look from left to right. Keep your neck straight, your head straight. You're going to lift your legs up, lift your hips up, and take your hands to your lower back to support yourself. Make sure you can still breathe freely here. You're not straining the breath. The legs could either be on an angle or stacked right over your hips. Nice and calm. Breathe into your belly. Feeling this downward flow of energy, Apanavayu. Feeling that release. You can stay in shoulder stand if you'd like to come into plow. You can start to bring your legs up overhead, behind your head, supporting yourself nice and slow and gentle with so much care. Maybe your hands come down to the mat. Maybe you interlace the hands behind you. Again, make sure you can breathe freely. See if you can talk. If you can talk, then you know you're okay. Again, head stays center. If you're in plow or shoulder stand, we're going to slowly, with so much care and control, come back down towards the ground. Bring your legs down, feet on the mat. Pause for a moment. The next shape we're going to come into is fish pose as a counter stretch. If you're in a different pose altogether, you can stay where you are. If you want to come into fish with me, you're welcome to. I'll show you how I like to get into fish pose. So my feet are on the floor. Lift the hips up and then hook the thumbs behind your body here, palms facing down. Hook the thumbs as if you're pulling them apart, and then walk and slide the arms and shoulders as close together as possible, and then relax the bum and the back down on your arms. And then extend the legs out, feet are flexed, and then make sure you have no ponytail or clip in your hair. I should have said that before. And you're going to shift onto your elbows, and then bring the crown of your head to the mat. The weight is on your arms, not dumping on your head and neck. Don't let your eyes roll back, all the way back. And this nice, smooth, calm breath, breathing into your chest, your throat. All right, with so much care, you're going to release, rebend the knees, release your arms, and just pause here for a moment. Just receive all of that. You're going to take your right leg up towards the sky. Interlace your hands behind the back of the right thigh or around the calf. Or you can keep your left knee bent, or you can extend it long. You can stay down on the mat here with your torso, or if you want to lift your head, shoulders, and neck up towards your right leg as you give your right leg a little pull here. A little bit of a core activation as well. Release, and we'll just do a little switch. So your left leg's going to come up, interlace the hands behind the back of the left thigh or around the calf. Right knee can be bent or right leg extends. And maybe you want to lift your torso and chest up towards that left leg. Breathe. All right, and then release. Plant the feet down on the mat. Take your feet out nice and wide. Arms out into a T, and just windshield wiper your legs from side to side. Internally and externally rotating. Let it go. And we're going to come into a twist. So you can just stay here with your legs and just drop your legs over to the left for a twist. Or if you feel like you want to take a different variation of twist, feel free to do that here. Either head center or look the opposite way of your legs. And just breathe into your belly, relax your shoulders, and receive your twist. All right, come back to center. We'll take the twist, whatever you did on the first side, take it to the other side. Head can go the opposite way of your legs. Again, the shoulders are nice and heavy. Nice nourishing breaths into the belly. And come back to center. We'll come into a happy baby before we move into Savasana. So bring your knees in toward you. Take your arms on the insides of your legs, flex your feet, and then either grab a hold of your calves or your ankles or the outer edges of your feet, or peace fingers and thumb wrap around your big toes. Okay, so you decide how you want to take your expression of happy baby. Either be still, or you can sway, or maybe you bend one knee, bend the other. Make it your own. Let your shoulders stay relaxed. Your tailbone is still heavy to the mat. Belly is soft. All right, release your baby and bring your legs in toward you. Wrap your arms around your shins. Give yourself a nice hug. Acknowledge your efforts and thank yourself for showing up today for practice. And we'll extend our legs out long into Shavasana. So taking up as much space as you like. Make sure there's no props around you or touching your feet or arms so that you can really fully drop in and not feel distracted. Let your ankles fall open. Let your palms be open. I always like to lift my chest and gently tuck the shoulders under and then relax the back down so my heart is nice and open. You can close down your eyes or soften your gaze. Take any release or cleansing breaths that you need here to settle in. And let go of any control or efforting of your breath. And just let your whole body rest here on the ground. Because there is nothing left here for you to do. And just feel the echo of your practice in your body and in your being. And this time is here for you to nourish yourself on so many layers and levels and dimensions. Allowing yourself to rest and drop deep into your deep resting place in the center of you, the core of you. Tapping into your true essence. Allow yourself to rest, to receive, and to integrate here in Shavasana. And I'll let you know when it's time to come back. Just notice here what it feels like to be at home in the center of your multidimensional being. And know that this place of deep ease and calm and contentment is always, always available to you. It is always there. You can slowly and gently begin your return by deepening your breath once again. And start to bring some gentle movement back to your body, wiggling your fingers, your toes, your wrists, your ankles. Bring your arms up overhead for a nice big stretch. And again, bringing your knees in toward you, give yourself a hug. Acknowledge yourself one last time here like this. Rolling over onto one side, your favorite side, and just pause there for a moment. Just tuning into gratitude for our bodies, gratitude for all of the resources available to us. And our bodies for its unconditional service to us, carrying us through life. And then in your own time, in your own way, start to make your way upright to a comfortable seated position. And we'll close our practice together here. Just like we started, just finding a tall spine, hands on the lap, either palms up or down, and just tune in to see which one feels intuitively right for you in this moment. Maybe close down your eyes or soften your gaze. Taking this moment to just check in with yourself. Come back to your why, your intention. Notice what you've cultivated throughout practice and what you're experiencing now, with no narrative, no story, no judgment. Just notice. Become the observer. You can place one hand on your heart and the other hand on top of that hand. Slight bowing of the chin. Notice how this gesture feels to you. Take a nice big breath in into your heart. Exhale into your heart. And welcome yourself home. And I thank you so much for your trust and for sharing your practice with me. From my heart to yours, namaste.